review for beginning drivers. We're going to go ahead and go over some questions, answer questions you have. I want you to enjoy this. All right, let's go ahead and get this going. I'm going to go over a few of these right now. To limit your risk during the first 6 months of unsupervised driving, you should avoid carrying passengers. Passengers are the biggest problem for beginning drivers because we're social, you want to talk to people, you're not paying attention, you just ran a light. If you cannot prevent a person who has been drinking from driving, you should refuse to ride with the person. But because you find it difficult to say no, you're going to end up driving with that person. You have identified a driver ahead of you as being possibly drunk. The first thing you should do is maintain a safe following distance. Country roads are the most dangerous roadways for young drivers. When do fatal crashes of young drivers occur most often? Daytime on dry roads. Impaired depth perception and drinking drivers causes the inability to judge distance. The pupil in your eye, the muscles relax, so it's hard for you to focus. The most dangerous time period for young driver fatal car crashes is 2 to 5 p.m. 2 to 5 p.m. Over 80% of young driver fatal car crashes occur during what type of weather conditions? Fair weather conditions. On which 2 days of the week do most young driver fatal car crashes happen? It's Friday and Saturday. The percentage of young male drivers involved in fatal crashes is higher than females. So males drive faster, they're more aggressive, so as a result, they die sooner. Which of the following is a self-imposed anxiety related to aggressive driving? I'm going to be late if I don't hurry up. So the number one reason why we speed is because we're late. Late to school, speeding. Late to your job, speeding. Late to the game, speeding. Late home, speeding. Research indicates that a young driver's brain is not fully developed to age 25. For every 500 miles driven, the average driver has at least one near collision. Keep space. Research indicates that errors of inexperience account for the largest percentage of young driver fatal car crashes. If you must leave the roadway at high rate of speed, search for an open zone. In which of the following is not a principle for controlling the consequences of a vehicle crash? Hit an approaching vehicle rather than a stationary object. The largest single category of errors for young drivers that leads to a crash is improper visual search. You are traveling on a 2-lane road and encounter an oncoming driver drifts in your lane and is headed straight to you. Which is a good rule to remember? You can almost always miss an object more quickly than you can stop. Sideswipe. You're about to be struck from behind at a stop sign. You should release the brake. If you decide to leave the road to avoid a hazard or an emergency, you should keep in mind that you may be unable to re-enter the road because of the shoulder conditions. Excuse me. Taking 2 or more drugs together will increase the side effects. The first principle of controlling consequences of a crash is to avoid the crash. Avoid head-on collisions. They are the most dangerous. The crumple zone in a vehicle helps to reduce the force of a crash into a solid barrier. The crumple zones, therefore, left front corner, right front corner, left rear corner, right rear corner. On average, after how many drinks will alcohol start to affect a person's driving ability? 1. Straddling the center marker, driving too slow, drifting in a lane are common signs of drinking drivers. Inertia is the main reason that safety belts are important to a driver in a crash. It keeps you buckled in so you're not thrown out of the vehicle. When a vehicle hits a fixed object like a tree, what is the most important factor to determine how hard it hits? The speed of the vehicle. Rubbernecking, a term used to describe a person who is making eye contact when a crash scene happens. The danger of a driver using marijuana, it lessens the ability to maintain the vehicle in the lane. The best time to address a distraction that can affect driving is before it begins. The driver's goal is to eliminate all in-vehicle distractions.